All right, we're going through Fuze, is one of the most overpowered operators in the game if you know how to use him properly. So he's a remote controlled cluster charge that you place on walls. Fully upgraded, he has 4 charges that shoots out 7 cluster grenades to do 180 damage each. He also recharges every 60 seconds. His perk is an extra react explosive. So every time you pick up react tech, you also get an additional 1. So going through his advancements, level 1 is his cluster charge. Level 2 makes his reinforcements and barricades deploy 35% faster. With his cluster charge, deployment speed also increased by 15%. Level 3 is his AK-12 and PMM. Level 4 is incoming damage reduced by 30%. Level 5 is an additional react explosive. Level 6 is his SG. Level 7 gives him 4 charges, with his grenade count increased to 7 instead of being only 5. They also release faster. Level 8 is 25% speed increase. Level 9 is a spear. Level 10 lets him recharge every 60 seconds, which makes him even more powerful. So here's the medikit for Fuze. Starting off with his gun, I prefer the AK-12 over his LMG. It does have a better fire rate than the LMG. It's kind of personal preference on your end. If you like having the 100 rounder and mag dumping, then go for it. But the slow fire rate and the 7 or so second reload time is a bit cursed, and you might get caught out while reloading. Whereas the AK-12 has good damage, a fast fire rate, a 30 rounder, but reloads quickly, so I prefer it. The shotgun's not bad. It does have a crap ton of recoil, but it's up to you. The spear is also a viable choice, but in the end, the AK-12 beats it out. For his AK-12, sights are personal preference, whatever you wish. I prefer the reflex. Muzzle brake is the meta. If you want compensator and to have this stop the gun from bouncing left and right, your horizontal recoil, then you can put the compensator on and just control your vertical recoil. But muzzle brake and burst firing after every 7 or so round tends to stay on target. You wouldn't want to waste damage with the suppressor. Suppressors on your primary are just not meta. You're losing out on 18 damage every bullet, so you don't really want to run a suppressor. And of course, vertical grip, because you may as well with how fast your ADS in this game anyway. For me, the GSH is a better weapon in terms of ammo capacity, because in the end, you're only really using this gun for stealth and you're going for headshots, so you'd prefer to have the extra round count, right? The meta explosives and gear for high level, to be honest, is paralysis nades and explosive harness. Partnering up with Fuze, he gets 7 in total starting, and every time you pick up react tech, you get 7 more. In the end, you can get so many paralysis nades, and paralysis nades against high level enemies or when you're stuck in a pickle come in so handy, and is definitely one of the reasons why I got Diamond Solo with Fuze, as well as his cluster charges, and no other react tech comes close to what the paralysis nade can do. So why is Fuze meta? For one, he can fuse airlocks, which come in very handy in high level ranked against apexes when they are stuck in the airlock, and you know that could be a very cursed experience. You'd rather just put a fuse charge down and get it over and done with instead of dealing with that situation. You can also fuse metal doors. You see Smasher or Tormentor or an Apex or whatever on the other side, close the door and then place the charge down. You also can fuse barricades and reinforcements. You can fuse barricades, you can fuse reinforcements, and you can fuse soft walls. This cluster charge does recharge every 60 seconds, which makes them very strong. Fast reinforcements and fast barricades make fusing them a lot more easier and a lot more fun, and you can easily down a cluster charge in those sticky situations. He's very strong against taking out high level enemies like apexes. Of course, with paralysis nades and partnering with your explosive harness, you can get up to 7 paralysis nades, and each time you pick up a react tech, you get another 7. During sludge rounds, we all hate sludge, but if you put down a cluster charge on the wall and kill enemies on the other side, they shouldn't be spawning any sludge underneath them. This is hands down the most underrated and most overpowered operator in the game if you do all these tips and tricks. He's one of the reasons why I was able to get Diamond Solo. Locking myself in airlocks, fusing, mag dumping with the AK-12 against apexes, paralysis nades of course as well, like very strong. You just can't go wrong with fusing it, paralysis nades. It's also quick, like people don't know about this, right? You can just do that and put it into the room. This is the main reason why I use Fuze. If there's an Apex in there, they're dead. Right? You can set, like, for this objective, if you're solo or whatnot, put a Fuze charge here and then go set everything up on this side and go shoot all these and pop your Fuze charge off. Probably destroy that as well. 7 pumps is all he needs. I'm weakening these nests to make them easier to kill and to make the objective a lot quicker than usual. Maybe do that one. Bruh, turn around. You had one job. One job.
I must apologize.
One job.
I'm reloading. Cluster charge.
The parasite keeps changing. You have to keep up.
Cluster charge.
Like, putting it down on these barricades as well. You have a smasher or a bunch of tormentors and stuff on the other side of the wall, just close the door and then put it down, right?
Cluster charge. Engaging the ERC.
I think at the end of the day, this game's fine. It really just needs DLC to keep it going.
Reach my target.
Hey, bitch. Lol.
Device up. Device up.
Get her in.
Disrupted. Our scientists couldn't have done it without you.
Reloading. Reload. Cluster charge live.
No, come closer.
Blowing cluster charge.
Ah, good old Fuze. Get in the chamber. Oh,
Reload.
it's gonna go fuse him. I have 38. Do I need more?
Cluster charge active.
Tactical. We're in the place, so. Oh my god, what's happening here?
Cluster charge going up.
Get the
GG's
asset to
Apex.
extraction.
I'm reloading.
Destroy the sludge as well, so,
Bring the
you know,
asset.
Down when it's not alerted. That's it.
you get the shit off of me.
Cluster charge.
Oh yeah, it doesn't blow up, loaders. It just kills them.
Reloading. Take my target down.
Just close the door, then you,
Cluster charge.
do one of these, destroy the hardened nest.
Reloading.
'Cause, you know, Fuze destroys that also.
The more samples we get, the more we'll learn about the enemy.
But there's so much you can do with Fuze that he's so underrated and actually is one of the most overpowered operators in the game.
Cluster charge deployed.
What's in here? Tormentor, dead.
Reload.
I've definitely lined up Apexes and killed them.